We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Baltimore Ravens. Is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Jackson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56. Mark, 56. Right there. 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. With it is Jackson. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Nothing. Justin Tucker.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
His pass complete to Antonio Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
Nothing less, baby.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
The keeper,
Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Dustin Hopkins seconds on now to add the extra point. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
7 yards there and a first down.
Of 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Jackson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Third down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down, Washington. Haskins fighting McLaurin.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mike
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you. 48 month.
To throw again. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Haskins looking long for Thomas. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
This winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
For the Ravens.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry. Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And 10 at the 22-yard line.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Here's Haskins to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 14.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Operating from the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
12.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the gun, Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
20-yard line.
First down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Washington 12. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
On play action, Haskins. And his pass incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Throwing again. Haskins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
From the gun, Haskins. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
58, come on. Whip.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now is Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The Ravens.
Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Conversion is
and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
12.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And unable to connect. It's incomplete.
For Terry McLaurin.
And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins, he's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 48 to Mike. Let's go, D.
One final shot for Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind, game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giados on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no string attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone. Team, we riding on it.